Welcome back to BT Senior Business Editor Mike Eppel joining us now. Good morning, Mike.
Hello. Good
Happy
morning.
Friday. Oh, I thought you were on the phone. I was going to be like, oh, I'm not going to see him today. You
No, I'm
brighten
fine.
all of our days, so.
Thank you. I'm completely discombobulated this morning.
Oh, you know what? It's a Friday. It's been
It
a
is. We were
long month.
out at the John Mulaney concert downtown last night.
Wow.
Scotiabank and
On a
kids were
Thursday
over.
night, Mike?
I know. Look at me.
Look at you.
Man about town.
Folks,
We'll talk more later.
kids were at the weekend concert down the road. I mean, it's just.
Everybody was out.
I'm out. I'm just out.
Meanwhile, I was in bed
life.
by 8 p.m. So.
Good for you. That was a.
Right. One of us is clearly living.
Good for you.
Okay, let's talk about the financial markets here.
Yeah.
They're having a bad week.
Yeah, a no good, downright rotten one. FISA coming into the Friday trading session. Stocks have been down 3 days in a row. And look, the fact that interest rates went up sharply earlier this week at the U.S. central bank, and then all of the other central banks have been piling on here, trying to scrambling to catch up, so to speak, to what the U.S. Fed is doing right now. Shouldn't really come as a surprise. This was all telegraphed, but the big issue here is the fact that the markets are adjusting to the prospects of a recession. A lot of talk about that this morning, specifically here in the Canadian economy, potentially by the end of this year, and a global market and economic slowdown. All of this to try to wrestle inflation down. In the UK right now, the inflation rate's up to 9%. They're dealing with energy issues.
Wow.
Obviously, the US, it's 8%. Here, it's 7%. So a long way to go to get it down to around 2% is the preferred target. I mean, inflation is this nefarious thing that, it never really cools off where you're actually seeing huge savings or things getting cheaper on a year-to-year basis. That would be a deflationary cycle. You don't want that either. But having going up as fast as it has not been good. So just to give an overview of what I'm seeing on the markets this morning, the price for oil, for example, 7-month low. So maybe we'll see a break at the pumps, although the U.S. dollar or the Canadian dollar is not helping us right now because it's down to a 26-month low. The Canadian dollar exchange rate is above $1.35. So if you're trying to book a trip to the U.S. for the winter already, you're looking at a much more influential exchange rate, I suppose. Might have you rethinking that. And then the Dow futures right now down 250 points. So stocks are poised to open at multi-month lows here, and it does not look like the selling pressure is over yet.
Okay, for Costco members, membership fees aren't expected to go up. So good news for them. Let me tell you, hottest ticket in town when I was growing up was a Costco membership card. I still don't have one.
Oh, well, you know what? Costco typically raises the membership fees every 5 years, and they were kind of due for one this year. Last one was in 2017. They're delaying it because what they're seeing is because of inflation, people are looking at how do I save money, and buying in bulk is one of the options. So Costco has seen a record number of renewals, and it's also seeing huge increases in the number of new members signing up. So they're not raising fees, not yet, and they reported really strong earnings. Kel Surprise. This has been kind of interesting to see, some retailers doing actually really well in an inflationary environment, depending on what they're selling and at what price point. Dollarama was a recent example. Dollarama did really well because people are looking for the lowest price and lowest cost denominator. Walmart's in that category too.
Who doesn't love a good Walmart Dollarama run?
Well, this is the thing, right? And you're buying them, and you're buying in bulk. I think that's going to be another trend. Stocking up and trying to get it any way you can save money that you can.
Okay, Apple has entered the chat, ending Pepsi's multi-year run. They're going to be taking over the rights to the Super Bowl halftime show. I just want to know, what is that going to mean when it comes to performances? Because that's the only reason I watch football.
Well, it's Apple Music, which is they actually tweeted about this early this morning. Pepsi's held the rights to the Super Bowl halftime show since 2013, and this is coming down to money, basically, as it does with the Super Bowl. Strangely enough, with Apple reportedly paying $50 million a year in a 5-year contract, so to $250 million to sponsor the halftime show at the Super Bowl. Why? Well, it's just, it's one of the biggest events every year for people watching a single event. And of course, it always comes back down to, who's performing and such. But still, you just can't turn away from the halftime show at the Super Bowl.
Do we know who's performing?
No, they'll announce that. All the games in February, so they'll announce that
Okay.
next
I say
couple
bring
of
back.
months, I'm assuming.
I say bring back Beyonce for a third time.
Okay.
She's busy.
Well, she's just
I'll
busy.
watch.
I think she's busy.
Checks calendar. No, busy.
Yeah. Busy staying home doing nothing. Yeah.
That's right. Well, the weekend was a couple of years ago, and he was at the
Wow.
Rogers Center tonight. So
Yes, for
again,
yes
show
for
number
all
2.
all the weekend fans are going to be out. Let me know how the concert is. Mike, does that
No,
include
my kid
you?
was there. One of my kids was there last night. It was awesome.
And how was the show?
Awesome, spectacular. Like I said, I was down the street watching a comedy act at Just for Laughs and John Mulaney. So
Ooh.
different genre.
Ooh. We have another guest this morning. I'm not going to say who. I mean, I guess the bag's already out, but I'm really excited about the Just for Laughs festival. So
There you go.
all right. Have a fabulous Friday, Mike. Always a pleasure
Thank
chatting
you.
with you.
You too. Nice seeing you.